Hi guys! It's cold outside and that makes me long for summer and the beach. Someone left a comment on a previous video saying they would like to see a crab being made. So I've come up with two cute looking crabs. Keep watching and I'll show you how I make them. You may notice that I changed the color of every layer. This is to get an idea of what my project will look like before I cut it out. Each new layer symbolizes a new piece of cardstock. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this semicircle shape. This has rounded edges because I have shift lock enabled. I'm going to size it down a bit. And next, I'm going to take the egg shape and make 3 copies, so I have 4 in total. I'm going to use these for the feet at the bottom. I'm going to rotate them a little bit, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's very important to make sure that you weld all these together. One way to check and see if your crab legs are even is to line them up on the green lines that symbolize your mat. You can do that really easily by highlighting the entire project and dragging it down. Next, I'm going to take this shape that kind of reminds me of a drumstick. I'm going to size it down to the size I like, and I'm going to make a copy and rotate it so I can make an L shape. And now that I have an L shape that I'm happy with, I'm going to make a copy of that so I have 2 equal sizes, and I'm going to flip it so it is facing the opposite. And since these L shapes are my crab legs, I'm going to add them to my crabs. Here's where you can customize them to the exact size you want. Now that I have the crab legs how I like them, I'm going to scoot these over to the side so when I copy and paste and flip them to make an extra copy for the other side, they won't get lost and it'll be easier to see. Next, I'm going to add them to my crab, making sure again to weld them all together. And now I am ready to move on to the very last part, which is making the one leg that has the crab pincers. Now I'm going to take this parenthesis shape and I'm going to skew it to the size I like and rotate it to the size I like. I'm also going to make a copy so I have the exact same size on the other side. I'm going to add them to the top of the crab, and next I'm going to look at the shape that I think will make the best pincers. There are a lot of ideas in the funky shapes. I'm going to use this shape and skew it to see what I can come up with. Being able to skew your shapes gives you a lot of ways to change a shape and make it even more customizable. Now that I have the pincers made, I'm going to add them to the crab. I'm going to make sure to weld them all together so the crab cuts out in one big piece. You can be finished here, or you can make a new layer and you can add in the crab's face. In a new layer, you can add in 2 black circles for the eyes and a smile for its face. I usually use the 2 egg-shaped circles for the eyes, and I've used anything for a smile, even have used a letter C before. You can even add in some blush and make him a blushing crab. So there you go, that's the very first crab that I made, and if you keep watching, I'll show you how I made another crab. So another way that you can make a crab is to start out with the egg shape and rotate it sideways. You can get 2 new egg shapes for the eyes and you make them significantly smaller and rotate them. Not a lot, just a little to make them look a little cartoony and cute. And then weld them to the very first circle you made. That will be the crab's body. Next, just like you did in the first crab, you can go and get the parentheses and skew them. You can make several copies for the legs. You can make them exactly the size you want and customize them however you want. You can see here how I'm making them, and a lot of times I will just copy and paste and flip them so they look like the exact opposite of the other side. I do a lot of copying and pasting with my projects because even if I don't want it to be symmetrical, I want it to be as similar as possible, and that helps save time of trying to do it completely from the beginning again. I know right now my crab is kind of looking like a spider, so I'm going to add in a new shape to make his legs with the pincers. I want it to look a little bit different. then the other parentheses, so that's why I'm choosing this shape. You can see here how I've been playing around trying to make it right, and that's just really simple to do. You can enlarge it or make it bigger, smaller, wider, thinner. You can skew it to make it suit however you like. That's the cool thing about working in Craft Room. It's completely customizable, and when I finally get the leg the way I like it, I'm going to copy, paste, and flip it so I have the same exact on the other side. And next, I'm just going to try some different pincers. I am going to go to the geometric shapes, and I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to add them together to make, it kind of looks like a tulip, but not quite. And I am going to turn it upside down and stick on the longer legs to be the pincers for the crab. And again, make sure you weld all this together so it all cuts out in one big piece. You can be done here, or in a new layer you can make the eyes and maybe even a smile if you want, or even some blush. Or when you have this cut out, you can decorate his face yourself with something like a marker or a pen. So there you go, 2 really fun and easy to make crabs, and these are all made with shapes from Cricut Font and Basic Shapes, which comes free with a download of Cricut Craft Room, which is also free. No cartridge, no problem. So, do you like these little crabs? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And is there an animal that you would like to see? Let me know and I will try my best to make it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, or do whatever you'd like. And please feel free to look through my other videos. Bye guys, happy crafting, and thank you for watching.